Welcome back to Smart Lawyers Love Dumb Nurses, the only podcast where nurses get smarter, lawyers get jealous, and students wonder if they signed up for the right class. I'm Brian Smith, your host, educator, and professional survivor of burnout, bad managers, and more hospital coffee than any human being should ever consume. Now, let's be honest. The world I studied in is gone. Today's students learn differently. They scroll, swipe, and binge knowledge like it's Netflix. And that's why I started this podcast, to help nurse leaders, nurses, and students sharpen the tools that matter most: leadership, emotional intelligence, and critical thinking. Because let's face it, you can memorize every lab value in the book, but if you can't lead a team or think under pressure, you're just a walking textbook with scrubs. Today's subject is how top performers speak differently. And here's the kicker. Leadership isn't just about what you know. It's about how you say it. I saw a post recently about how top performers speak differently. And it's true. The best leaders don't just talk, they connect. They don't drown you in jargon. They make you feel like you're part of the mission. Think about it. Florence Nightingale didn't inspire change by handing out PowerPoints. She spoke with conviction, clarity, and compassion. And that's what nurse leaders today need to master: the art of communication that blends emotional intelligence with critical thinking. Let's talk about leadership skills. Leadership isn't a title, it's a skill. You don't need a fancy badge to lead. You need the courage to speak up, the wisdom to listen, and the guts to make decisions when everyone else is frozen like deer in headlights. Emotional intelligence. Here's my favorite truth bomb. Emotional intelligence beats IQ in nursing leadership. Why? Because patients don't care how smart you are if you treat them like a chart number. And your team won't follow you if you can't read the room. Leaders who understand emotions, both theirs and others, create trust, respect, and resilience. And I've mentioned a couple times on this podcast, critical thinking. Critical thinking is the nurse's superpower. It's what separates the nurse who panics when the monitor beeps from the nurse who calmly says, "Let's check the patient before we check the machine." Top performers don't just react. They analyze, anticipate, and act with purpose. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I can barely get through my shift without crying in the supply closet. How am I supposed to be a leader? Well, here's the secret. Leadership isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. And if you can survive nursing school, you can survive anything. Trust me, I've seen more drama in those study groups than in a season of Grey's Anatomy. So, whether you're a nurse leader trying to inspire your team, a student learning to survive clinicals, or a nurse wondering how to keep your sanity in a world that never slows down, remember this: speak with clarity, lead with empathy, and think with courage. That's how top performers do it, and that's how you'll do it too. I'm Dr. Brian Smith. Until next time, stay inspired, stay focused, stay kind, and stay tuned.